I spent 3 weeks in a van across the country with a stranger. Just spent about $35 on Postmates, but I'm getting some sushi, I'm getting some vegan cupcakes, and we're gonna have ourselves a mukbang. The goods. This is not a good angle. You definitely see my double chin when I'm recording. That's just theirs.
The only cardio I'm doing right now is to go get my food.
Does anyone else like track the Postmates and then have to go to, there's people out there. Where are you home? It's part 2. Sushi. It's mukbang time. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. I've tried adjusting this camera, my phone, for the past like 25-30 minutes. But we're just gonna roll with this whole thing. Also, happy December 1st. It is 24 days till Christmas. In light of, you know, the holidays, I decided to treat myself, I don't know, $40 on all this. I asked for extra ginger I want to add, and this is what they gave me. That's not extra. That's like my life. I asked for a seaweed salad. I don't know what this is, but that's not the seaweed salad I'm used to seeing. I don't know what that is. That is not the seaweed salad I'm used to seeing or buying or eating. Anyways, I'm so excited for these. I got these 2 donuts from a place called Sinners and Saints. So this one's like the chocolate peanut butter one, and this one's a vanilla cinnamon one. I couldn't decide, so trying both. Treat yourself, it's the holidays. Let's begin. I went on a road trip with a stranger, spent 3 weeks in a small little escape camper van, and you really got to know someone in 3 weeks in that small of a setting. I don't know how people master the mukbang and eat and talk, because it's so hard. I went on the road trip with a girl I met off Instagram when I had like a vegan Instagram. I had followed her, and she goes by Love Light and Banana. Her name's Mel. And now she's one of my best friends. It's so crazy too, because I did not know her at all before the road trip. We met for the first time face to face at the airport, literally 2 days before we took off on this road trip. We did the damn thing. I messaged her. Basically, after some message exchanges, I said that if she was ever around in the US, because she's from Australia, that she could stay with me if she wanted to like visit New York City. I lived so close. And from there, we just like started talking more and exchanging messages. But we had been messaging since like last October. She messaged me and said, I'm so bad at storytelling. How do people do this? There's too much going on. Not to mention, I had to set this whole thing up. It took me like 40 minutes. It's fine. We're good now. I love that. A couple weeks later, she was like, you know, I actually want to do a road trip like across the US. I was like, yeah, that'd be cool. So I
said, we can use my car.
Me not thinking, this little BMW 4-door car, how was that going to make it across the country? I don't know, but luckily we came across escape camper vans, and all the planning started in like February. Started off in Miami and ended up in Los Angeles. Also, I never put my soy sauce like this. I just don't have a little bowl for it. So don't judge. Thank you. But yeah, it was terrifying, like going to the airport the day that we had both planned to get to Miami airport. She had already been there while I was just getting in. So I was on the plane leaving Tampa to go to Miami. It was only like an hour flight, and I was just like so nervous the entire time because this was the first time I was going to actually meet Mel in person. And at that point, we had already paid for the van for the 3 weeks. We had already done all this planning. If we didn't get along, we still had to go through with it. It could have been the worst experience of my life. I was so nervous because I'm such an awkward person, if you can't already tell. So meeting new people, I get so nervous and I don't know what to say. And it was so scary. But we like literally embraced each other in the strongest hug, and it was like, wow, like this is actually becoming real. We're doing this thing. We're taking this huge leap of faith and like road tripping across the country in one little van for 3 weeks. My leg looks broken. I don't even know how to sit. I'm so happy I did it. And about 2.5 weeks in, when we had already made it to California, we were in Yosemite. Our emotions were heightened. Obviously, we've been in a van already for 2.5 weeks in such a small space, constantly doing everything together 24/7. Like, if there wasn't a little dispute, that would probably be not normal. Honestly, when I tell you guys how awkward this was, I already like hate confrontation. Confrontation with someone who you are in a van with. A van that's not even, it's definitely probably less than 100 square feet. What do? You have to get over it, or you have to just both keep making it awkward. But this lasted for like a good amount of time. I'm trying to think exactly of the timeline. I feel like it was a full day, or like, yeah, it was like in the morning, and then at night we were best friends again. But yeah, it was just so awkward, and it was none of our faults, obviously. We were just both so stressed. But looking back at it now, like, we literally make jokes of that time because it was just the one little dispute, and it was for kind of like a silly reason. And I just remember feeling so awkward. I like called my mom and started crying, and I was just like, oh my god, like,
we're fighting, we're arguing, like, she's mad at me, she hates me.
I was like going into a spiral. But all is well. We both survived. We both did not hurt each other. But yeah, that is basically the story. Moving on. And honestly, life's just awesome right now. Oh, I don't even know where my story is going anymore. So time for dessert. I love this frosting. Looks like, oh my god, that's so good.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is so good.
Oh my god. And I'm super excited for this chocolate. There's cat hair on here. Cammy, Bruce, and Cleo are shedding everywhere. Excited for this one because I love chocolate and I love peanut butter.
Oh.
That's so good. Okay, actually, there's no peanut butter. Cinnamon vanilla, definitely like a 10. The chocolate one is like It's like a 7.5. I'm so disappointed. Honestly, the frosting's better than the actual cupcake, so goodbye. Love me some LA sirens. Kind of disappointed with the seaweed salad because that's not seaweed salad, and whoever really gets seaweed salad, you know. It's supposed to be like bright green and looking artificial and fake with all the chemicals they put in it. On that note, oh my god. Honestly, would recommend going on a road trip with a stranger. Be smart about it and meet with them, like Skype. I Skyped with Mel. Be safe out there, take the safe precautions. If you really want to get to know someone like quickly, rent a van with them and travel because you have no choice but to get to know them. It's so cool. I really want this cupcake, but I'm like full. Oh my god, I'm like in a food coma. Thanks for watching and bye!